Good morning. Wow. I was told once that the will of God is to deal with whatever is in front of me. That's my purpose in life. That wasn't the will of God. It was my purpose is to deal with whatever is in front of me. And for those of you that listened to the Republic Roundtable call the night before last, and I did post the link on the video yesterday when I finally received it. I said that we have a sacred responsibility, and I was speaking to the Republic, but I was also speaking to all people. But for me, I have a sacred responsibility to tell the truth, to be authentic, to be vulnerable, to be in integrity with all that my soul is presenting to me. And I am an examiner of my own soul. Anyway, the title for today is 2012, Free Nations Do Not Have a Religion. With utmost sincerity, I do my best to maintain an open mind and an open heart. Many have expressed concern that RuSA, the Republic for the United States of America, is a Christian nation. That would make it a theocracy, not a republic. I am well aware that some within its ranks do see it as a Christian nation first and foremost. If this faction dominates, it will destroy the republic. There must be no litmus test ever to be in the republic. And if there is, it is unconstitutional. The First Amendment to the Constitution for the United States of America is this: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. That is the foundational right in the Bill of Rights, the foundational amendment. It's the first one. It has a primary place, and it begins with religion. Congress shall make no law respecting a religion. That includes Christianity. I was bombarded yesterday from several angles with people asking me really important questions, where people in some states have included a marriage clause that says a marriage shall be between a man and a woman. There are other people that ask me if I ever voted for Tim Turner, and what were the requirements for voting, and when did it happen. There were other people that asked me what were the requirements of joining the Republic, what kind of litmus tests were being applied, and someone actually sent me from Freedom Reigns a subcommittee meeting of people in RuSA talking about immigration policies, and they were definitely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, wanting to apply litmus tests to keep out Wiccans, Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, etc. Folks, when I listened to that audio, I couldn't help but cry in my heart. Some said that the Republic is using me to promote something that I don't believe in. And I want to make it really clear that freedom of religion means exactly that. And it also means freedom from religion. No religion can be imposed or impose its will on people with some kind of a litmus test. If a government does that, it is worse than the government, the de facto government we have. And if for those factions that may be in the Republic right now, if that is your game plan, may it be brought to naught. Christ is all and in all, and it has nothing to do with Christianity. I have said many times, Christianity as it exists in our world is not a Christian religion. It does not follow the teachings of Jesus. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me. That has been misinterpreted. Totally, totally, totally misinterpreted. It is not a creedal statement. Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. It means it's in your midst. It's inside of you. Each one of you. And it has nothing to do with whether you're a Christian, a Jew, a Buddhist, a Hindu, a Muslim, or any other religion, a Wiccan. It doesn't matter. The kingdom of heaven is in you. Christ, or the divine nature that is part of God, that is God, is in all of creation. It is in you. It is in me. It is in all of us. It's all and in all. That is the gospel that Jesus Christ taught. It has been perverted and twisted down through the ages. And when people have down through the ages believed that they understood God's intent in some of the things that were said in the Bible, or some of things that even that Jesus said, like the one that I just quoted, they thought that they know. But even in Jesus' time, when his disciples said that there's other people over here that are talking in your name, they're talking about things like you that you talk about, Jesus, but they're not in our group. And they wanted to make distinctions. Freedom doesn't make distinctions. Love doesn't make distinctions. Love simply loves. Billy Graham and every one of his crusades had people come and dedicate their lives to Jesus Christ. And the song that was always being played is Just As I Am Without One Plea. Just as I am. And that's always the way we go to God. Just as we are. Just as we are. God loves me and loves you, and there are no rules about it. There are no rules. Period. God loves you. Period. End of sentence. End of thought. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be taken away. God loves you unconditionally, because that's what love is. Divine love, agape love, is unconditional love. Just as you are. Just as I am. That is how God loves us. And the Christianity that would distort that and say, well, I will love you if you believe this. If you make this confession of faith. If you do this and don't do that, then I will love you. That is not love. And it is not the love of God. I want to make it crystal, crystal clear that I am not a supporter of bigotry. I am not a supporter of those that would try to legislate morality on other people. I am a libertarian, and I believe that the Constitution guarantees our freedom. And a republic, that First Amendment is the bedrock, the absolute bedrock of a republic. The absolute bedrock. It's not a republic if it does not guarantee the freedom of religion. It's not. And for those people that are in the republic, and I heard some of you with my own ears on that tape played by that Terry Hinkle provided. And I don't know where she got it, and I don't care. But it was a subcommittee meeting of a congressional subcommittee meeting in the Republic for the United States of America. And I'm telling you, it is dangerous what they were talking about. These men and women that were trying to apply litmus tests for who can belong to the Republic and who can't belong to the Republic. I'm telling you, folks, that is dangerous material. That is a dangerous attitude. And I would hope and pray with all of my heart, and I believe it's true, that Tim Turner, if Congress presented him, if he was actually sitting in the office of president and funded and operating as a real government, and he was presented an immigration bill passed by Congress that applied some litmus test and said that Muslims cannot belong to the Republic, Hindus cannot belong to the Republic, Wiccans cannot belong to the Republic, gay people cannot belong to the Republic. Any type of litmus test along these lines, any type of litmus test along these lines needs to be vetoed by the president, and it needs to be upheld by the judiciary, and they need to correct the legislative people that try to do this, and to legislate that thing, that's treason. Anybody that would legislate morality or legislate religion is committing treason against the Constitution. They are forfeiting their right to hold office in the Republic. That's how I see it, and that is absolute bedrock foundational principle that cannot and must not ever be violated by anyone. Freedom must be free for all to be and to live under God, each in his or her own conscience, and to do what they feel is right, so long as they do not hurt another, so long as they do not take property from another or rights from another. Your rights end where the next person's rights begin. And that is foundational principle that cannot and must not be violated. I thank the people that reached out to me yesterday, and there were a number of them, by the way, saying that the Republic is using me because they are not what I think they are. Well, that tape that Terry Hinkle played on Freedom Reigns radio or whatever it is, that was important information. I don't know where she got it, but I listened with my own ears. I listened. And I want everybody to know this. Those of you who run away from the Republic because you see these things are not helping the situation. You need to come into the Republic and work within the Republic to make sure the Republic is built on and follows the foundational principles set forth in the Constitution for the United States of America, the original Constitution, especially the Bill of Rights, but also the 11th and 12th and the original 13th Amendment. No litmus tests for religion, no morality tests. The only morality test is your rights end where the next person's begin. Thou shalt not hurt thy neighbor. The Wiccan principles stand here. Do as thou wilt, but hurt not another. Okay? The golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do not take someone else's freedom if you don't want your freedom taken. And those that go on witch hunts in the Republic or anywhere else throughout history have some serious lessons to learn. Some serious lessons. I happen to know for a fact that a lot of people in the Republic are not fundamentalist Christians. If that was only a fundamentalist Christian group, I would not belong to it. But it is not. I know people that are astrologers. I know people that would be considered New Agers. and metaphysicians, and I am a metaphysician. I am a spiritual person, a mystic that has a relationship with Jesus Christ, has a relationship with God, has a relationship with the ascended masters and the angels. I have a relationship with my own soul, with my own spirit, and Christ is in me. And that's why I consider myself a Christian, but I don't consider a lot of what passes as Christianity to be Christian at all. At all. Why do you call me Lord and don't do the things that I say? I said to love them even that hate you. That's a higher calling, isn't it? It's not just loving those that agree with your particular viewpoint on religion or on anything else. That's not love. Jesus said, love your enemies, do good to them that persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely. Isn't that a higher standard? Isn't that a higher standard that we're being called? Why do you call him Lord and yourself Christians if you don't even do what he said? And I'm preaching, and I know it, and I'm not apologizing for it, because everybody that's in the Republic needs to hear this message, especially fundamentalist Christians, especially those that would try to make other people walk through their particular belief system in order to be accepted by God, or in order to be accepted in the Republic. Get over it, friends. Get over it. I'm sure that Tim Turner is awakening. I have confidence that his spirit and his soul are being enlightened, and many others in the Republic, which is why I'm not running away from the Republic. I need to stay there and raise my voice. Now, I had people tell me, Ron, if you tell the truth like I'm doing right now, they're going to kick you out. Well, then that would prove that they're not what they say, wouldn't it? But I don't believe that that's going to happen, because there's a lot of people across this country that I'm in communication with that are in the Republic, and many that are not in the Republic, that support what I'm saying because it's the truth. And this is the truth that sets people free. It is the foundation of liberty. There is no freedom if you're going to try to make people believe a certain thing in order to be acceptable. That is not love. It is not truth. It is false. It is demonic. And it needs to be transformed to agape, unconditional love. And that's where we're going in 2012. That's the awakening, that we love one another, not because of anything. We love one another just because we are each children of one Creator. And we are all one in the divine principle known as Christ. That's a word, but you could put Buddha in there and it doesn't matter to me. It's a divine principle and it's in all of us. God is in every one of us. I love you and I'm going to tell the truth. And if it offends you, I'm sorry. And don't come attacking me because you have a different viewpoint. You're allowed to have a different viewpoint. But you need to open up and stop being so narrow in the mind and in the heart, because God is opening all of us up in this awakening in 2012. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Bless you.